guys? This is Absolutely Elemental, bringing you a first deck profile and my first video, believe it or not. I think we can survive in this format, with Stratos being gone. He was being used in an FTK, so that's why he was being banned, but I'm sure he'll come back soon. Well, not soon, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's jump into this. Oh, and see that right there? That's what keeps my phone still for videos, since I don't have a camera holder thing. So here, does the job. See? Alright, enough wasting time. Let's do this. 3 King of the Swamps. It adds great search power for polys. You can use this and Sparkman to get out for Miracle Fusion, or Polymerization, get out Shining Flare. Easy, just like that. I run it at 3 because when I used to run 2, I needed 1 and I never got the 1 for like the last draw, and I could have gamed my opponent, but it's no big deal. Alright. 2 Elemental Hero Neos. Pretty much the ace of this deck. 3 is too much. I have 2 of these and I have a Bladage in here, so those are the only high level monsters besides Necroshade in this deck. Otherwise they're level 4s and 3s. Good card. Next up we have 2 Avian, 2 Sparkman, and 2 Burstinatrix. Pretty much mostly used for their fusions. I do not have a Nova Master at the moment. If anybody would like to trade, or if you know somebody that would like to trade, comment below, because that would be a very nice thing to have in this deck. 1 Prisma. When you get this guy out, always send out Necroshade first, because if you get Bladage or Neos in your hand, you can normal summon it the next turn, and it's good for Miracle Fusion. So I might put 2 in here, I'm not sure. Necroshade and Bladage, obviously, like you just saw. 1 Alias. I'm gonna try running with 2. I might take out a Clayman and a Bubble Man for it, so I can actually run 3. But I love the card. It's an excellent card. 1 Ocean. I'm getting another Ocean in the mail, and I'm taking out Wild Heart for it, because Wild Heart isn't really that useful in this deck. And again, you can recycle your heroes, and it's just awesome. Great effect. Excuse me. Elemental Hero Woodsman. Okay. There we go. Okay. Woodsman's effect. Get a Polymerization to your hand. Really nifty effect. Kind of like King of the Swamp, except you don't have to discard it. 1 Heat. I do not have a Lady Heat. I don't find any good uses for it. I'm sure I will later on, but not right now. I love this card. It's helped me win so many fights. Never lets me down. Bubble Man. Good last resort card. It's the only card you draw and stuff. You guys know the effect. 1 Wild Heart. Not affected by traps. That's all I can say. Clayman. And 1 Grand Mole. I'm running a Grand Mole in here because 1, it's an Earth type monster. That means great fusion material for Gaia, and 2, you can bounce and you can piss people off a lot. So that's what I tried to do with that card. Let's go to the spells. 2 e-calls adds consistency, search power, you name it. I use this mostly to get Prisma first, so I can summon it and do all that jazz with Necroshade, so he's in the graveyard, and I can get Esquirito if I have Miracle Fusion. Like Graveyard Miracle Fusion too. If you want to run 3, go ahead. I have no problem with that, but I find 2 just to be fine as it is. And 2 polymerizations. Alright, continuing with the fusion cards. Fusion Gate, one of them, because you don't really need to use it in this deck, but it's nice to use for Shining, for Last Resort. Parallel World Fusion for like Fusion Gate or Miracle Fusion the next turn, so you can activate that, but you can't special summon anything else the turn you activate this. So 1 Super Poly for obvious reasons. Defusion. I figured I was running Polys, so I figured why not put it in there. If they try to do something, activate it, and yeah. 1 MST. 1 Skyscraper. I've had so many battles with Ixies that were at like 4,000 because of Extra Sword, which I really don't like that card's effect whatsoever. But yeah, I had a Shining Flare out. He was at 35, and no, he wasn't at 35. He was at 38. There we go. No, 36. My bad. And I needed something to help me destroy it, and I drew Skyscraper, activated it, and I wrecked him, and I ended up winning the duel. 1/5 Hope, since Pot of Avarice is banned. Recycling Heroes, and 1 R, so you can destroy back row. The draft side of the deck. Obviously 2 hero signals to get out Woodsman or what have you. 2 Magic Cylinders, you know, bounce back attack, why not? It's a great card to have. Then we have 1 Mirror Force, 1 Negate Attack, 1 Divine Wrath, 1 Mirror Gate, and 1 Sakuretsu. That is the main deck, 45 cards. And now on to the extra deck. It's taken me a while to get some of these cards, but I've been getting them in the mail, so, and trades. So, alright, first up for the Ixies, we have 1 Blade Armor Ninja and 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur. These guys are your friends. They help you push for game if you need them. I wouldn't say rely on these cards, because this is a fusion deck mostly. The rest of the cards are fusions, so I'd rely more on your fusions. And now for the fusions, 3 Shining. I love this card. It has a really great effect. I love it. And when it gets sent to graveyard, you can grab the material you used for it, for Fusion Gate or Miracle Fusion, and add them to your hand, which is a pretty nice effect. And it could also turn the game around once it's destroyed. Next up, 2 Great Tornado. I found 1 would be kind of troublesome in this deck, so I decided to place another one in here. Again, it's also a great card. I like this more than Gaia because it permanently halves the attack, as opposed to the end of the turn. 1 Ab-Zero. I should be getting one in the mail soon. I don't know what's taking the mailman so long, but yeah, I should get one soon. And then I'll be running 2 in this deck. But right now it's 1. 1 Gaia. I want to keep it at 1 because I'd like to say it's an okay card. 1 Escurito. I just got this card in the mail, and I actually use it a lot in this deck too. 1 Flip Wingman and 1 Shining Flare. I just threw Wingman in there because it's a great classic. Great effect. I love it. And Shining Flare, I can get him out easily with this deck, and it just wrecks your opponent. 1 Dark Bright. Easy to get out. Destroy a monster when it gets destroyed, and it has piercing. Great effect. Terra Firma. I use this mostly so I can beef up my Terra Firma by sending Ab-Zero to the grave, by tributing it, and then destroy all your opponent's monsters, and you can attack for 5,000. It's a really great combo. Absolutely love it. And lastly, I might get a little bit of hate on this, but Neos Knight. I don't see what the big problem is. He's easy to get out. You just need a Neos card and any kind of warrior, which your deck is full of, like, all warriors, so I don't see what the problem is. It helps. It really does help. Attack twice, and then attack with other monsters that you have on the field directly. I'd like to say that actually, if I had to decide on which one I think would be best, I would have to say Blade Armor Ninja. They kind of have the same thing, but this one you can actually do damage to your opponent. This one you can. So, and you can do this twice because it has 2 Ixie materials. That is all for my deck profile. It is called Fusion Bond. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Comment below what you think I should do to change this deck. And I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.